muffler fell off.
Well, we just got this thing unloaded. Seems like a good time to give it a good looking at. I've only looked at this thing in the guy's yard, so I really haven't picked away at it to look at any of the details. It looks to be a fairly complete car. I'm hoping that everything underneath is complete, but we will find that out. So let's take a look in here. Oh, yeah, that looks like a snake, but it's not. Okay. So this car actually came with brand new carpet and padding, new upholstery material that's actually very similar to this. So that is a huge bonus. You can see the steering wheel's intact, but it is cracked and separated. That's pretty normal. But if we look on the dash, all that stuff's intact. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. All the gauges look fine. It's showing 93,818 miles. That other one is just a fake. That's not a gauge. It just says Studebaker Corporation. Okay. Now, the downside to this thing is it does not have a key, but I haven't looked everywhere I can look to try to find a key. So maybe it's hiding somewhere. The door panels are warped, but they're not, I mean, they're not like busted open or anything. I might be able to fix that. We'll see. This one got the ID plate in here. Studebaker Corporation, made in Canada. So really interesting part of the Studebaker history was that they were built in South Bend, Indiana, up until 1964. And around mid-year 1964, production shifted to Canada and continued there until Studebaker went out of business. Anyways, we'll talk more about the history of Studebaker as I continue to learn more about it, but let's keep looking. I don't see anything peculiar in here. I do see that this had a rubber mat instead of carpet, which I'm a fan of. This car is an automatic, 2-speed automatic, but it does have a weird shift pattern: park, neutral, drive, low, and reverse. That's sort of like the 55 Chevys when the Power Glide first came out. It had a similar shift pattern. Door shuts good, and all the glass looks to be really good. It's in there pretty tight. It's not floppy. Trim is intact. Windshield doesn't appear to have any chips or cracks. Just has some kind of overspray. I don't know. Maybe that's caulk or something that they've tried to seal up the windows. All right, let's get this box out and dig a little bit and see what else is in this car. So the carpet is brown. That would actually look really good in there. Then we've got all this material that I guess you could use for seat covers or whatever you wanted. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is a alternator bracket and maybe another piece of an alternator bracket. It's a trim piece, maybe the A-pillar. Yep, the A-pillar trim piece is missing, and the windlace molding is a little bit rotten. That's okay. So one of the sales pitches on these cars was that it has a completely flat floor as far as when you're entering and exiting the car. There's no bump or hump right here like a lot of cars had. I know that's a weird sales pitch, but Studebaker had some weird stuff. Let's see what's in the ashtray. Wow, completely bone dry and empty. I was hoping there would be a key in there. We'll see if I can get this glove box door open. See if there's any paperwork in here. It tells us the last time this thing was driven. Oh no. No paperwork, but a giant nest. Oof. Goodness gracious. There's the original little cup holders. Let's see what we got here. We got an ice scraper, which probably would have had some type of name on it somewhere, but it doesn't. I guess do we need to see what happens if we do this? Ooh. Oh, there are papers. Hey, they're papers. Okay, we gotta get those out. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay. Okay, let's see what it says. Bedford, Iowa. Certificate of Title. 1965 Studebaker. Now this, surely this isn't the original title. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see here. Oh wow, purchase date. 9/22/2003. Interesting. I don't think this thing has been driven that recently. Judging by its condition, that is very interesting. I didn't have any keys, but I got lucky. This screwdriver fits it perfectly. That's amazing. Yes. Drive shaft in the trunk. No other parts besides some, I'm assuming that's fuel line. Kind of amazing. I was worried about that drive shaft because where are you going to find a Studebaker drive shaft? Still got the insulation in here. Somebody has painted this. I don't want to say recently, but it's definitely been repainted. Ooh, they didn't sand it. Whoever painted it didn't sand and prep it because it's just peeling right off. So this car was originally this sort of this tan, cream, light yellow color. They've painted it maroon. And I don't think they did a very good job prepping. Last but not least, let's look under the hood. This thing, surprisingly, has an interior hood release cable, and it works. It's not frozen up. Take a look in here, and small block Chevrolet engine, which seems out of place, but in 1965, Studebaker no longer produced its own engines. It relied on these 283s, small block Chevys, just like you'd find in an Impala or Nova, anything like that. And 2-barrel carburetor, Ram's horn exhaust manifolds. I'm still curious about what that transmission is. Yeah, I know it's a 2-speed automatic, but I don't know if it's a GM Power Glide. But you'll notice that the engine looks like it's kind of running uphill, and that is a Studebaker thing. That's because it's got this big idler arm that mounts to the engine cross member. It's a very weird setup, and you have to run the engine up kind of high in the front. So as far as I can tell, this is a 283. It's got a very small harmonic balancer on it, as you can see down there. It's got 283 power pack heads. And judging by these flexible radiator hoses, I'm assuming this thing, you know, maybe somebody put this thing together in the 80s or 90s. It's kind of hard to tell exactly, but you can see here for sure it's had a color change. It was originally sort of this yellowy color, and they've changed it over to a maroon. Isaac's checking it out. Look at that tire. That thing needs some work, doesn't it? Yeah, it's rough. Whoa. Is it gonna make those noises? Oh. As you can see on this side, it says Studebake. It's supposed to say Studebaker. A little bit broke off there. This is a Commander model, and the little bit that I'm learning about these cars is they're very simplistic in nature. So you see the cowl tag is VY45902. There's not a whole lot of codes and stuff to decipher. We're gonna see if we can get it running. This engine's pretty gunky. I haven't even checked to see if it'll spin freely, but it is, after all, a small block Chevy. Yeah. I see that. What's in there?
Oh, we're in there.
What's in there? You don't know?
Oh, I heard it.
Oh, it's dirty, isn't it?
Oh no, I got tired.
Yeah, that tire, I don't think it's gonna hold air.
Mother.
Whoa. Is it gonna sound like that?
Whoa,
So this thing is pretty rough. It's definitely been patched on, as you can see down here. That's galvanized. It's galvanized metal that they've patched into the rocker panels. I think it'll still clean up pretty good though once we get all the moss and mold and mildew off of it, get the windows cleaned up, get some tires on it. I think I'm going to keep the steel wheels. You can see that somebody has accidentally bumped into something here. They've mashed the fender in and then they peeled this bumper out. We're going to do our best to get that fixed. But yeah, this thing, I mean, it's a little rougher than I originally imagined, but it's not bad. We can make something out of it. Is that factory, that little bitty piece? It doesn't match the shape. I don't know. Anyways, neat little car. I'm excited to get started on it. I'm hoping that we can drive this thing around at some point and make some noise with it.
That looks just like a snake.
Yeah, I freaked out the first time I opened it. You're not alone. Are you gonna look? Oh, we're not gonna climb up in this one. Not yet. We gotta clean it up good.
I got clean.
Yeah, we gotta clean. You gonna close the door? It's starting to rain. So let's see here. This one says Community Motor Service, Clarinda, Iowa. Yukon Gold was the original color. It had a brown cloth bench seat, automatic transmission, 307 rear gears, 735/15 black Firestone tires. That's a nice little detail. That's cool. Horn ring, climatizer. That must have just been a heater. I can't imagine that these cars would have had air conditioning on. Backup lights, that's a fun option. Undercoating, front bumper guards, rear bumper guards, wheel disc, that's another name for hubcaps, and then seat belts. All of this information here I don't know much about. It does have the engine number, and we could probably look at that on the engine and verify that that's the original one. But very cool. And then there's the dealer point franchise record for Community Motor Service. Looks like that was in business starting way back in 1944. Wow. And it ended in 1966. Pretty cool. Cool stuff. Definitely worth the money. 33 bucks a piece for these things. So it's a little over 100 bucks to find out the full history on our cars as far as what options they came with. Now we can go verify some of those things and run some of those other numbers as far as the engines and things like that and see how original these cars are. So the first thing we're going to do is try to pull these spark plugs out of here. We're going to squirt a little bit of oil down there and then try to break this engine loose. I don't think that it's free right now. I've grabbed a hold of the harmonic balancer and it does not turn. So we gotta get these plugs out and start working on this thing. I guess before I get too carried away, I should probably check the oil in this thing. It has some in it. Smells pretty burnt. Feels pretty thick, which is pretty normal. A lot of engines like this, I would probably run 20 W50 in it. I'm just working on junk. I really love how simple these engines are and this whole car in general. I mean, there's like nothing on the firewall except for the windshield wiper motor. I mean, you just got some heater hoses, you got your horn, not a whole lot of wiring. Dead simple 283 Chevrolet engine, but it says Studebaker Thunderbolt V8, painted yellow, not orange like most Chevrolets. Really neat to see how simple this thing really is. The plugs are in there good and tight. This one for some reason is extra tight. The Chevrolet engine gives you plenty to work with. Tons of parts are available. They're cheap. Well, that one looked like it was running a little lean. Now that I got the plugs out, I squirted a little bit of WD-40 or penetrating lubricant down the cylinders. I'm just going to give this a try by getting a hold of that bottom pulley and see if this thing will turn over. It's tight. Okay, we'll get a wrench and put on it. We'll probably be better off letting that thing sit for a while and letting that stuff soak in. Hopefully it's just the rings are stuck. 283s and early 327s don't have a bolt that hold the harmonic balancer on. They're press fit, so there's no bolt in the end of the crank. There's just these pulley bolts. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on it because I don't want to break the bolt off, and they're just going to tighten. Yeah, I don't want to just keep doing that because that's going to break the bolt. All right, I'm going to crawl up under here. No bolt in the torque converter. Oh boy. Oh, and no oil filter. What is going on here? Was somebody in the middle of taking this thing out? That's pretty frustrating. Okay, well, looks like there's more work to be done here than I imagined. But I'm still gonna try to break this engine loose. I'm gonna try it with this big pry bar. Okay, we got a pretty good bite. Let's see if it'll turn. Oh, it's stuck tight. It is super tight. I've got my longest pry bar. This is not looking good. There we go. Give me another bite. Oh, yeah, it is stuck. It might be the reason that this thing is halfway took apart. Wow, look how easily that turns. That's amazing. Huh. That is nice. All right, guys, I'm really struggling with this thing. I cannot get it to turn over. And when I crawled up under there, there's a lot of issues. I see rust on the frame. I see rust, a lot of rust in the floor pans. So I'm just looking, I don't know, I'm taking a break, trying to get my mind right here. And I figured I'd start cleaning some stuff out and just looking, trying to make the best out of this, because for right now, it's not looking like I'm gonna have much success. So I wanted to look at some of the things that came with this car. Little door sill plates, those can be straightened and used. Got a door handle and window crank, I'm assuming from back here. You got the door lock knob, 2 Studebaker hubcaps. I wish I had another one to make a complete set. Here's an armrest for this door that's been taken apart. But look how good that door panel is. That's in good shape. And what is this? What is this thing? What? For real? What is that? It's got like liquid in there. Oh, it's a compass. That's a compass that you would mount to your dash. That is cool. How did that survive? Let's see, what does it say on the back of it here? Hull Manufacturing Company, Warren, Ohio, patent pending. Okay. Well, there's a little bit of joy anyways. This thing is just frustrating me pretty badly. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Studebaker right there on the seatbelt. That's cool. You can see the lengths I was going to try to get that engine freed up. My longest pry bar with a big old piece of pipe on the end of it could not make it budge. Oh, what a piece of junk. Look at this. Floor pans completely rotten. They've been patched, which I couldn't see any of that because it does have a rubber mat on it. More importantly, there. That's pretty bad rust. I mean, I could take a pry bar and just peel that off. That's not good, guys. It's not good. More rust back here. You can see where it's just coming apart. That's bad stuff. But we are going to clean it up because we're going to have to sell it. So I want it to look a little bit more presentable than what it does right now. So pressure washer. We're going to clean the windows up, clean the interior out. We don't want to get water into this completely ruined engine. Wouldn't want to hurt the engine. There's a comb. We'll save that. Pile right there. Let's see if I can do anything with it.
Well, let's see.
Okay, they're stuck in there pretty good.
Ew, what is that?
Get in there. Get in there where you can see it. Oh yeah.
What is that?
Just a bunch of junk. That might be a nest. Pretty sure that's a nest.
Do you think they're still living in there?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think I would have disturbed it by now. Whatever type of animal it was. Here's the boy. It's wet.
Sorry about your phone.
You can come over here.
Isaac. Isaac. Do it.
You want to do it?
Okay. Hurry.
Go.
No. I'll do it, Isaac.
Yeah, you can do it.
You want to do it, Isaac?
Okay, come on.
Do it.
Right here. Oh. You got scared.
I'll do it, Isaac. Look. Wanna do it? No.
Really
Ew.
been really kind of hoping that would grow some kind of plant or something. Okay, Mama wants to do it.
Okay. You do it and I'll hold Emma. Or you'll hold Emma and I'll.
Mama's gonna hold Emma and do it.
Oh my, okay.
You missed the spot up here that's better.
Now that looks like brand new.
Like, seriously?
Look at that. I mean, what? Is it getting you wet?
This is some Friday night entertainment.
It's making me not want to give up on it now. Look how nice that is. What are you doing, boy?
Come here.
Oh, that's sweet.
This is fun.
I'm gonna have to get creative to get the pine needles out of that.
A lot of pine needles. Ooh, that's fun.
What is that?
I don't know.
Don't hit that nice paint. Whatever it is, it has little feet.
What?
Little feet that are stuck to it. It's like little little
Suction
creatures. Yeah. Okay. Carry on. Did you get your foot wet?
There are more little creatures.
Yeah, we'll have to wash those off by hand.
Okay.
Okay, you got a lot left to do right here. All this, see all that? Top side of the door,
What?
under the trim. Gotta make sure these tires are clean.
Spray me.
Spray you? I don't think that's what you mean. Or is it? Got some more stringy things down there. Scrub them. Got scrub hard apparently.
Get your fingernail.
I can see a whole bunch of pine needles and stuff down in here. Let me go get the key to the trunk. Here, you hold this.
Key to the trunk.
I'll go get the key to the trunk.
The key
Got it.
to the trunk. Wow.
Boom.
Oh my.
Look at that. Woo.
That's.
Oh, look, I got it going.
Go.
Look at that.
It's a worm.
There's no telling what kind of bacteria is living in there. Especially that right there. That's got like white mold on it. It'll be fine.
Ew. Ew. That's. Ew. There's no clue what kind of virus you're going to get.
Don't say that. That'd be terrible. If
I
had
know.
Some kind of flesh-eating bacteria off of this Studebaker. this is where they didn't sand very good when they repainted this car. That's the original color. They didn't sand it very good. You see how it's just flaking off of there? Areas like this back here, sometimes people just get lazy.
It used to be yellow. A rat's nest is in there.
That's interesting right there. Somebody has patched this. See these little rivets? That can't be factory. Somebody has patched these areas with little pieces of metal. That's a weird spot. I guess it does make sense that would rust right there. Water would collect.
There's a rat's nest.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good sized nest there. But look at this. Look at this carpet, or not carpet, but the trunk mat. That's factory stuff right there. The drive shaft. Well, that's a pretty crucial piece. That's a transmission mount. Transmission lines, it looks like.
Just stuff.
Oh, this thing is kind of rotten.
It's just disgusting.
Oh dear.
Oh my. The rat's nest has
Exploded.
it's exploded. Here it comes. Do it. How are we gonna get it out of there?
I'm putting it in a trash bag.
Yeah.
Look how nice that emblem is. Makes me sad to give up on this thing. Pressure wash in there. Yeah, that's gonna work. It's gonna work.
I'll do it.
No. This requires expert precision. All the Studebaker people in the world are going to hate me for doing this, but it's got to get clean. Ain't nobody got time for that. Trust me, this thing has plenty of floor ventilation and drain holes. Don't have to worry about water settling and rusting out the floor pans. It's already done that. good. This freaks me out. Does that freak you out?
Yeah.
It freaks me out. It's like a snake and a jungle vine. I don't know. I don't like it.
The thing just opened. That was funny. It opened.
This thing really is a clunker. You close the door and the trunk lid pops open. There's some more evidence of bad prep work when they painted this car. I bet you they didn't take the trim off. They just taped up to the edge and sanded, and they didn't sand good enough, so the edges are just flaking right off. All right, let's do the back. It's got a lot of leaves and stuff, and that rubber mat I think is going to clean up okay. It's just dirty, and I'm not going to scrub it. I'm going to spray it. All right, here we go. This is extremely dirty. What is that? Don't breathe. Don't breathe it. Shoot. Definitely don't breathe. It's all about the details. You gotta get the details, like cleaning those seat belts. That's what this thing is. All right, for a complete cleanup on an old piece of junk like this, you need some kind of Armor All, tire wet, something like that. Really makes a big difference in the rubber parts, or like padded dash or something like that. Any kind of protectant is going to shine it up, soften it up a little bit. Look at what I've already done. Look how good that looks. And that's just like, spray it on there, wipe it off gently. Really makes a big difference. So
see what it does to these disgusting seats.
I don't know that it's going to help the seats that much. I'll give it a little squirt. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Compared.
Notice I also pulled the seat belts through. Check that out. It's fancy right there.
Studebaker.
So, okay. So rubbing on these seats just makes this stuff come apart. So I'm not going to rub too much on that there. But I am going to go ahead and squirt. I mean, why not? Why not? It's literally not hurting anything. We're just having fun out here with a piece of junk car. We might as well make it look like something. Get that gas pedal shined up good. Brake pedal shined up good.
What about the other pedal?
Other little pedal shined up. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I didn't even notice this. Can you see that right there on the camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
just
give
see
you.
the
I'm gonna
thingy?
give you 100 guesses of what that is, and I bet you'll get it wrong every time.
Air conditioning?
No. Good try.
Heating?
Good try. That's two guesses. I'm gonna give you 5, and then I'll tell you because I don't want to go through 100 guesses.
4 hours later.
Yeah.
99. I don't know.
Are you giving up?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how new cars have windshield washers
Mhm.
where it squirts the stuff out?
Yeah.
Well, old cars had them too. I think going back all the way to the 50s was starting to become fairly common. Well, that's what this is. This right here, instead of having an electric switch, where your windshield wipers are, this is a push. You push it with your foot. And it's a little rubber, like a diaphragm. Oh, it still works. You push right there, and it squirts. Every time you push, it squirts fluid onto the windshield. I can't believe that right there is not just busted and crusty. I guess it was safe under here, under the dash. But look at that.
Whoa!
Like brand new.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that looks like brand new. Soft as it can be. That's officially my favorite part of this car.
Because you had no favorites because it's a piece of junk.
It is a little bit of a piece of junk. We've already covered that.
We've established that.
We've established it. We've covered it. But it's worth mentioning again that this car has not been very friendly to us. Although it was just a parts car. This is supposed to be just a parts car. It was never really intended to be a project. And it just kept getting worse. Every time we'd work on it,
it would
get worse. The rust, the engine situation, all bad. So we've got a little bit of water damage back here. Been water sitting on top of this rubber mat, and that's what happens when you got an old car, that the windows leak and everything leaks. These 70s and 80s cars that had T-tops and sunroofs, those things would leak really bad. But like 50s and 60s cars, the issue is usually that they leak from the windows. Now, this thing looks nice and solid, but it's obviously had some pretty big leaks to get so wet in here and start rusting out the floors and all that kind of stuff. See, we're almost done. When you don't care, it goes pretty quick. If this was a car that we really, really cared about, that didn't have a rotted out frame and rusted floor pans and garbage, everything.
And everything that's not good.
Yeah, if this was a car we cared about, we wouldn't have pressure washed it.
No, we wouldn't.
On the inside. We would have pressure washed the outside maybe, but not the inside. But this is just an old parts car. We're dressing it up a little bit for no other purpose than to just enjoy some kind of little victory on this thing.
Ooh, try to get that. That'll look good.
Yeah, like that. You know, one thing I never even noticed, even when we did the build sheet and all that stuff, this thing doesn't have a radio. Right there is where the radio is probably supposed to be. That's where it is on the station wagon. So
Find out what it is.
that's where the radio is supposed to be. That's a radio delete plate. I bet you that's a rare piece. 60s Studebaker radio delete panel. Probably not many of those.
Do you think that opens something?
It does. It's the ashtray.
Oh.
So there it is, all cleaned up. Didn't go to any great lengths. Just kind of dress this thing up. I mean, it's junk, but got these seat belts out, got them loosened up a little bit, and overall it looks pretty good. You can see a few signs here of not so great paint job. As we were cleaning this thing, you can see overspray on the interior panels. That means they didn't even take these off when they painted. And then the rubber, that's supposed to be black, and that's red because they painted the door jambs without even taking the rubber off. So yeah, they didn't do the best job in the world as far as you know, prep. And you can also see down here, this is Bondo, where they've probably fixed some rust on the bottom side of this door. I bet you on the outside, yep, you can see the Bondo starting to flake out. All right, so we at least need to make this one side look good. We're gonna pop this hubcap on here. Okay, squirt a little more air in it. Good. Tire shine. Maybe it'll fill in some of these gaps. Shine it up good. Try to get it covered real good here. And we'll give it a minute to soak in. Let's go to the back. That's quick before all the air leaks out.
It's getting on us.
I've done this on a windy day. Oh.
You can hear it.
Oh.
That's sad.
That is sad. Oh. Well, I thought that was gonna work. But look at this front tire. Look at that. I'm happy with that one. 1 out of 4 ain't bad. Shiny, hubcap. Okay. Okay. Now this one doesn't hold air, but we still want it to look nice, right? I mean, this is a nice car. Just get it good underneath there. All good. Oh, that's good. Okay, it's gonna look good. Now this one's a white wall. Not really supposed to put tire shine on a white wall, I don't think. Makes them turn brown. Don't want that to happen. Okay. Alright, let's let it soak in. I think we're done here. Alright, there it is, the finished product. We didn't really spend much effort trying to fix that bumper. Not much use in that. We got this thing cleaned up pretty good. Got hubcaps on one side of it. Unfortunately, the tires wouldn't hold air. But pretty decent results for the amount of effort we put into it. Too bad it's such a piece of junk. Because it cleaned up pretty nice. We could have made a really cool cruiser out of this thing. But now that it's clean, it does kind of encourage me to spend a little bit more time on it. The car's still sitting here, and I think that I'm gonna just go ahead and take it apart. This is gonna be a process. It's gonna be
a very big process.
Yeah, I like to tell myself that this stuff is easy and fast and whatever.
And it never is.
It's never fast or easy. And then there's still a chance that if we get the engine unstuck and then we put it back together, there's still a chance that it may not run right. This could be a giant waste.
Look at all that stuff.
Yeah, it's in a big gulp. what better way to waste time than out in the sunshine with your daughter?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it feels really good outside.
It does. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's tight. There we go. Oh yeah. Got action. My deal that I made with Carly was that we were going to spend 1 hour tearing this engine down. And that's probably pretty optimistic. I have a tendency to be overly optimistic on engine projects or any car project. I'm going to spend an hour and then I'll probably lose interest. It is way too tight. But we got it.
Yeah.
Now what's going on here? Now who in the world, I'm not trying to badmouth whoever was working on this car, but who in the world would put those plug wires through there? Honestly, I don't even know how they did that. I mean, there's not even enough room to get. Sorry. I like it when the plug wires are just like draped across the valve covers. Why do we do this?
To make money.
Oh, to make money?
I'm just kidding. No.
We're not making money today.
No.
We're doing this because we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
love pieces of junk. Oh, we had a wreck? No, we're just taking it apart.
Yeah.
It will be a wreck by the time we're done.
Yes. Yes, it will.
That?
We're gonna pry it.
Oh no. Rookie mistake. It just comes out. Look at that. Wow.
It's amazing.
Amazing. Alright, let's get this thing out of here.
Go.
Oh no. Another rookie move.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the good old 11/32 nut. It's not a 5/16. It's not a 3/8. 11/32. I think we have eliminated all of our hang-ups.
Yep, we did.
We did. We got it. Now we got to take these exhaust manifolds off. Passenger side came off pretty easily, although a couple of bolts were already missing. Distractions. Lots of distractions.
Like the dogs need water.
The dogs needed water and they were barking like crazy. Something fell in the garage. Isaac fell, hurt his knee and his elbow and his everything. But we're making progress.
Yes.
We're getting this cylinder head ready to take off of here.
The power of technology.
What? I didn't hear you.
The power of technology.
I was trying to do it again before you could say it. It's too slow.
It didn't work.
Guessing right.
The antifreeze is just going to start pouring out again.
Yep. Okay, there we go. We got junk in the cylinders, which we expected. All right, I guess that means we have to do the other side now.
That means more antifreeze.
Yeah. Maybe I just built up so much muscle that I'm just much stronger now.
Feels like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. It feels like I'm not... That could have been knuckle sandwich. Got to use this thin wall socket on these up here that's in between the rocker arm studs.
You have more spirit.
Yeah, it's feeling a little better after the accident. Well, just about had another one.
Jinxed it again.
Like a NASCAR pit stop.
It really is. So fast. You're crazy. Whoa. A lot of antifreeze.
I know, it seems like an unusual amount. Because it already spilled that much out on the other side. the baby don't like it.
Your baby doesn't like the antifreeze.
She said it tastes funny.
That's mean.
Yeah, you can't give antifreeze to animals or especially people. There we go. You see that? Canada GM.
Oh yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey.
That was nice.
That was nice.
Perfect.
You like the cars?
That's nice too.
Yeah, you like the cars?
Now this PB Blaster can is messed up, but I think, let's see if we can make it squirt. Nope, even that part's messed up, man.
What are we gonna do?
I got an idea.
Okay. Let's watch the Wonder Man work.
See that?
Wow.
See that? Yep, that's just what you learn. It's what you learn through the years when nothing works like it should.
You poke a hole.
You just poke a hole. When it don't work, you poke a hole.
So what's next?
What's next? We wait. Okay. I don't know if this does anything or not, but in my head, now that we have access to the pistons, we can take this wooden hammer handle and bop them real good, the tops of the pistons, maybe break some of that rust where the rings are seized up to the cylinder balls. We're just basically goofing off now. None of this is scientific. Okay, maybe that's the magic trick.
Okay.
All right, I already damaged my Craftsman, my biggest pry bar I had. I've already damaged it trying to break this engine loose, but we're gonna give it another go. We've let it soak for what, 3 minutes?
Maybe.
Maybe at the most, but I'm impatient. I'm gonna see.
We could have eaten dinner and then tried this.
No. I would enjoy dinner a lot more if I knew that this thing would run. This is my cheater bar. It's just a pipe, and it would be more convenient if it was a straight pipe, but it's not.
But it's okay.
But I'll work with what I got. There's no way to spin this thing over by the crankshaft because it doesn't have a bolt in the end of it. So we've got to grab a hold of the flex plate down here.
Nope.
Nope. Didn't.
You gotta have patience.
Why?
Because I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Eat dinner and then come back and it might work.
You're probably right.
Yep.
So I'm afraid it's something way down in the bottom end that I can't access from up here. But what I'm gonna do, I learned this trick from Sleeper Dude. I'm gonna take this water pump, fan and pulley and all that stuff, get that out of the way so that I can access this harmonic balancer. And I'm gonna try to rig up something long to be able to put some real leverage on this thing. See if I can get it to turn over. My efforts on the flywheel down there are not working. But I think if I can get a good enough bite up here, up top, with a long bar, I can force this thing over. I've also been hitting the tops of the pistons with this pipe in hopes of just kind of nudging something loose. I don't know, I'm running out of ideas. Okay, so I think I have an idea. This harmonic balancer, this little bitty harmonic balancer, has multiple sets of holes in it. It only has 3 holes for the actual pulley, but there's other holes that are not even threaded. They're just open. So I'm going to use those holes, and I'm going to try to drill some holes in a pipe or something like that so that I can have a really long bar, something with a lot of leverage. Okay, I found the perfect thing, and it's even more perfect than I could have ever imagined. This fence post is, I don't even know where it came from, but it was sitting in the corner of the shop. I've got my bolts for a reference of the bolt spacing, and it's absolutely perfect. I don't even have to drill holes. So all I'm gonna do is open it up so I can use these 3/8 inch bolts. They don't quite fit So all I'm gonna have to do is open those up, bolt it onto the engine, and then have a really long arm to try to turn it open.
It's like it was made for you.
Okay, moment of truth. It's on there. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. It's not amazing, but notice how much the engine is moving. Can you see how much? That's a little bit concerning, but we got our long bar. I kind of wish it was about this long. So far, it's just twisting the motor, the entire motor over. We're gonna have to regroup. I'm literally seeing the bolt move, so it's probably about to snap the bolt off. We had to undo this hood hinge support thing, spring loaded. It was sketchy, and we got a new bite on this. Pretty sure this is gonna be better, but it's got us in a pretty big bind right here, and I really don't want to like hit myself in the face. Okay. Turns out the engine is stuck. You stand back and look at it. Not a bad car, other than the rust in the engine and the tires and the wheels, the interior, and the terrible paint job.
Everything's good except everything.
Yeah, everything's good except for everything that's not.